Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am your host, the notorious H.I.M, and I am back with another Wi-Fi battle. I'm up against one of the Discord mates here, Skips. I will shout him out here, and I'll even send him a message when I upload this for him to check this out. But looking at his team, he has a lot of great OU Pokemon, the Garchomp, the Breloom. So looking at his team, I know he's probably going to want to lead the Shuckle, so I'm going to go ahead and just lead with Kurama this time, because I know that Kurama's going to be able to outspeed, and I can get off like a sleep powder and stuff like that. So I'm predicting him to go out into this Shuckle, and I get it correct. Skips sends out the Shuckle, pretty cool shiny, I do like it, but it's not going to stop me from doing what I want to do with you, and you're still going to be at my mercy here. So I go for the sleep powder. If he wants to switch out, that's totally fine. He could definitely do that. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and sleep powder this. So there's really not much he could really do. He's probably gonna try to go for a sticky web, stealth rock, that kind of stuff. So now I'm thinking, okay, I'm just gonna do what I do, and I'm gonna get this sleep off, and you know, start leech seeding, start getting up some toxic spikes. You know, get some hazard games too, you know, because if something comes in that doesn't appreciate that poison, you know, that'll be great for me. So I'm really not too afraid of this thing, and with the Leech Seed, it's going to get him down to a real manageable level to where something else could just come in, take this out. I mean, he really doesn't want to, you know, be his story. So you know, he has to do something. I'm gonna get up my hazards, and if he wakes up and gets up his hazards, it really doesn't make any difference to me. You know, it's not gonna affect me too much. He does wake up and get the sticky web off, but you know, he's seeded, so as long as he you know, stays in here, I'm gonna win this battle. So there's really no choice for him but to go out into something to put himself in a better position here. If it were me, like, I'd probably go out into, you know, like, I don't know, maybe Scissor or something, you know, start threatening this thing out, because this thing wouldn't appreciate, you know, an X-Scissor or something. So he has some mods that he can't go into, but he's dedicated. He wants to get off his hazards and his you know, sticky webs and that kind of stuff. So he does you know, make some good plays, but it really doesn't make any difference if you get this up now, because I can just defog it later. So I'm really not too concerned. I mean, I'm gonna sleep powder and put you back to sleep. Something, you know, now that you see that I'm not going out, now that you see that you know, that I'm gonna sleep powder, you can do whatever you want to do. I'm sleep powdering. Like, I'm gonna blow this dust in your face, and you're gonna go to sleep. So you do go out. He ends up going out into the Miss Maggie here, the Miss Magius, and that's fine. If this wants to go to sleep, if this wants to take the sleep, I'm cool with that, bro. Like, it's not gonna affect me no way, because number one, I'm specially defensive, so I'm really not too worried about what this Miss Magius could do. But now it gives me an opportunity to, you know, bring in something, get off probably a rain dance or something, and start being a real threat. So I could have easily went out into Jolteon there and, you know, get the rain dance up, but I wanted to keep that in the back for a little bit. Make sure he thinks that maybe I'll be Specs or something like that with that later on, you know. I don't know, like, how good some of these guys that I battle are. So, you know, maybe they're like me and they play a lot, you know. But he's doing pretty well. Like, he's doing the best he can do against a team like this. And it's just unfortunate, because I'm just gonna knock away the hazards that he spent such a long time, you know, trying to get up. And if mine don't land, I mean, I'm not too worried about it. I mean, if something gets poisoned, great. If not, I mean, the overall strategy with this team is to make way for Tyson. So I'm really not too afraid if something else, you know, on his team doesn't get poisoned or whatever the case may be. So it really doesn't matter. I do get up the rain dance here, and as you see from this battle and the last battle with this team, I play by the rules. I could have very easily brought my Drizzle Pelipper here, you know, but I play by those rules. So I bred this once for this game, so I can have the non-Drizzle ability. So I go ahead and I bring out the Jolteon here, and I eat that Volt Absorb when he tries to go for that Thunderbolt. So I knew he probably would. Now I can get off a big Shadow Ball on this. I mean, there's really not much that you want to do. He does go ahead and switch out into the Garchomp. I mean, that's a pretty good play. He could have stayed in there and took it, but he decides to go out into Garchomp, and now, you know, that's just going to weaken this. You know, Garchomp is one of the most powerful mons in the tier, bro, like, in the game, you know, like, so facing off against some of these mons that are some of the most powerful mons, I have to play carefully, right? I have to be careful. So, you know, this is not the best team. So I go out into Nigel here because I know Nigel can live pretty much anything that he wants to go for. And he does go for the Earthquake. So I do dodge that one because of my typing. And now I can go for a big Scald. You don't want that smoke. So what are you going to do? A Rain Boosted Scald? You know, you don't want that. So he does go ahead and go out here. And he goes out into Shuckle. Shuckle's not going to live this. Not from all the damage you took. So hazards are off of his, off of my side of the field, I should say, for good. He doesn't have anything else that's going to be able to get up any hazards, and I'm okay with that. So, you know, there's really not much, you know, he can do. Now that Shuckle is out of the way, no fear that I'll be slower with the Sticky Web and stuff like that. So he brings in the Mismagius, and, you know, I could stay in. You know, I could very well go out back into Electric Ave here, but I go out into Metagross here, and unfortunately he gets capped. So Metagross with this play session with this team really didn't come through at all, bro. Like, I'm gonna have to use Metagross again because it's such a cool mon and I want to make it look cool, so I'm gonna have to use you again. Sorry, bud, you go down to that big Shadow Ball. Now I'm thinking, okay, I can go out into Electric Ave because I know I'm gonna be faster. You know, this thing is not Scarf. I'll be able to outspeed you and go for some big damage here. So that's what I decide to do. I go ahead and go for this big Shadow Ball. He doesn't know if I'm Specs or not. He doesn't know, you know, what I'm carrying, and I'm actually Damp Rock because I rock the Rain Dance to help make Tyson look good. So I'm propping him up. He goes ahead and gets off this big Shadow Ball on Electric Ave. I do take that nicely. Obviously, you know, Electric Ave is a little bit more special defense than defense, so I would be able to take that. And I go for another one. So if you want to stay in and lose this Mismagius, fine by me. If you want to go out into something else, fine by me. I'm gonna get this big Shadow Ball off on him. So he goes out into Scizor, another great OU mon. Oh my God, like, you get up a Sword Dance on a Scizor, you can basically take out anything. So I do get the special defense drop, which is really clutch because I could very easily just stay in here, get a big you know, Volt Switch or something, you know. But Nigel is definitely the best play, right? Like the Pelipper coming in is the best play because now that the rain has stopped, I could very easily just live whatever he goes for and then go for another Rain Dance. So it really doesn't matter to me. Nigel's coming in here, you know, he's thick as hell. He's fully defensive. So I do eat this Bullet Punch, which is totally fine. Not gonna really do too much to me. It's still gonna allow me to, you know, get off the Rain Dance, and that's what I'm gonna do. I go ahead and I get off this Rain Dance. Again, just making way for Tyson. With this team, you have to make way for Tyson. So he goes for a big U-turn here, showing me that he's not, you know, locked in. He's not, you know, scarfed or banded or anything like that. So that's totally fine. I go ahead and I get off this big Rain Dance right in front of this Mismagius faces because you're not gonna catch me, bro. I'm not gonna stay in and allow you to catch me, bro. Like, I could very easily, you know, go out here into pretty much anything I want. Like, nothing you have is gonna be able to do anything to me. So I decide, you know, now is the time to go out into Karama. You know, Karama is especially defensive, so, you know, if anything is gonna live, it's gonna be Karama. So I go out into Karama and take a big Shadow Ball. So here we go and see this damage. It does about half. So, and I get the special defense drop, so there's no way I will be able to live this, and I don't outspeed Mismagius. So this is pretty much a, you know, a GG for for this Roserade here. Good game. Thank you for your contribution, Karama. I appreciate you, but you came through in the beginning of the battle, and you're dead now. So now I'm thinking, okay, Tyson can come in here because I do have the effects of the rain, and I want to use that as much as I can, as long as I can. You really don't want this smoke with Tyson. I don't think that there's anything that you'll be able to do to, you know, to beat this 1v1. He could have gone for the Thunderbolt, but I don't know if it would have been enough to kill, right? So I'm going to go for this substitute. You know, if he goes for the Thunderbolt, fine. I'll go for the Waterfall the next turn. If he doesn't, you know, it's going to be bad. So he goes ahead and withdraws and goes out into the Breloom. That may have been a mistake for my opponent, bro. Like, true say, like, this Breloom not going to be able to do nothing to me. I get off this substitute, so now he can't spore me. You know, he has to, you know, take this thing out. And Tyson is in here under the rain. I'm faster than everything that's left, so I'm going to go ahead and big Bellydrum this. And now Tyson is going to be the baddest mon in the arena. He does go ahead and for my punches, and he takes out the sub there, but that's totally fine because I'm going to get this Bellydrum off. There's really nothing you're going to want to do here. Nothing you can do. The Sitrus Berry going to pop. And now I'm just going to be able to clean up from here on out and leave things in my dust, bro. I'm a wrecking crew. I'm a one-man wrecking crew. I go ahead and I Drain Punch you because I know this Breloom. He don't want this smoke, bro. You're not gonna be able to do nothing with this. That Drain Punch comes through and Breloom goes down like a sack of potatoes. Let's go. Once the Breloom goes down, I'm thinking, okay, what can he really bring in? I mean, I have at least like 2 or 3 more turns of this rain here, so you know the Mismagius could come in, and if it does get a Thunderball off, it probably would kill me. He probably should have did that in the beginning, but I'm a Waterfall you now, so there's really not much you can do. Like, I'm gonna hit you with these body shots and you're gonna go down. So I go ahead and I punch the Mismagius in the guts here and KO it. You know, I'm leaving mons in my wake, bro. Like, every one that I touch is going down, bro. So if you look behind me, there's a whole bunch of body bags for your mons, and they're resting back there. So Tyson is the baddest man on the planet. Like, we're reminiscing and we're taking it right back to the early 90s. We're knocking fools out. So Tyson, I'm up with this Bellydrum max attack. There's really nothing you can do. This game is pretty much a GG, so I do appreciate skips for the battle. Guys, if you haven't done so already, please take the time to body slam that like button, rate, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, do all that good stuff for your boy. I definitely appreciate it, because this battle is over. I'm gonna go ahead and just start punching things in the face, draining things out, and this one is done. So there's not much he can really do. He doesn't have much left. At this point, he probably has like 2 mons left, and you know, what comes in, right? Like, I know that now that the rain has stopped, you know, obviously you can see clearly now, right? Like, the rain has stopped. So this Garchomp is definitely faster, and this is one of the most powerful mons in the game. And this is what he's going to be able to do to me. He's going to be able to get off his most powerful attack, because that's all he can really go for. And I'm basically just going to, you know, drop this thing in the ditch here. So this Garchomp really can't do anything to me. I was just calcing here just to see if he would be able to do anything, and I know the Outrage won't be able to kill. It's going to do a lot of damage, but I get this big Drain Punch off, and I just pretty much get back up to almost full, you know, like I'm well over 50% here. And, you know, even after the rough skin, you know, it's over, bro. Like, once you get that Bellydrum, Tyson is a nightmare, bro. Like, you don't want to deal with this thing, bro. Like, Scissor is his last mon, and you know, his fate is sealed, bro. His fate is just gonna be like everybody else. I'm gonna Drain Punch you in the face, and you're gonna go down, and you're gonna stay down. So again, I definitely appreciate the battle. You know, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate how much this channel has grown so far, and I can't wait to see what we accomplish. We can only do it together, so I greatly appreciate it. He bullet punches me, but it's not gonna do much. I mean, obviously, you know, that's the best play that he can make. I'm just gonna go ahead and Drain Punch this guy down. And even if he was able to kill this thing, I mean, I still have other mons that can really deal with this team. So, you know, you played well, but when Tyson's in your face, it's over, bro. So, Skips, again, I appreciate the battle. Thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful time, and peace.